Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm taking my Ducati to get its first service at Mercedes Motorsports, and I'd like to record some footage of the bikes and the dealership, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But I have no idea what this is going to cost. I'm pretty interested to see. Man, it is a cold day today though, I could tell you that much. Try to find neutral. Alrighty. The Pittsburgh Tunnel. Woo! Haven't heard this puppy in the tunnel yet. Stock exhaust. It's not super loud, obviously, but woo! It has a good sound to it. You mainly hear the intake growl over the exhaust, to be honest. That's not a bad thing though. It sounds sick. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. Pittsburgh. Look at that view. Man, I love Pittsburgh. Woo. Ooh. Tires are still cold. Oh, this road here, this road right here, this little stretch, there's like little like waves. I don't even know how to explain it if you'll be able to tell, but it kind of waves up and down like little humps. It feels like I'm on a boat right now. It really feels like I'm on a boat. The city's just so freaking beautiful. Man. I'm really curious to see what this is going to cost. I'm going to try to have them take my rear pegs off too, because I tried taking off the rear pegs and I don't know what's up with them bolts, but they stripped. You know, I tried everything. They were in there so freaking tight, which I guess is kind of important considering they're your passenger pegs. But I couldn't get them off, so I'm going to have to ask Ducati to do it for us. Might as well. Already taking the bike in anyway. Oh yeah, another tunnel. Gotta love it. Squirrel Hill, baby. Pittsburgh. Give her the beep. Yeah, baby. Sorry for my runny nose. It is cold. Ice cold out here. I'm freaking freezing, but you know what? This motor is nice and toasty. You guys are always curious about the temperatures. I've been riding highway for about half an hour. I haven't been going hard on the bike. And we're running at 190 degrees as far as running temps go. It's starting to get a little warm, the seat and my legs. But I mean, it's 40 degrees out, so I honestly couldn't tell you if it's hot. It feels good to me. Alright guys, so looks like we're here, just up this hill. So I've been running through some stop and go traffic, just to give you a little update. The running temp on the bike is 205. It's roughly 40 degrees out, whatever that means to you. It means to you, you know what I mean? It's 40 degrees and the bike is getting warmer as we're sitting. It's now at 210. It's going up, but 212. My brother's R6 I've seen at 220. And I don't know. We'll have to see in the summer how hot this bike actually gets, because you know, right now I actually enjoy it. 214. Theoretically though, it should be about the same temperature as the 959 no matter what, because it's almost exactly the same. They added like 5 horsepower or whatever on this, so you know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to record in this place because of the whole coronavirus and everything. But if I can get some shots, they got some cool bikes here at Mercedes Motorsports. And I'm at 614 miles. The first service is at 621, I think it is, which is weird, a weird number, but that's because it's 1,000 kilometers. So I think they're going to check the bolts and change the oil, and I don't know what all else. Alright guys, so I just got back from the dealership, and I got the oil changed, and I finally got my rear pegs off. I tried to do it myself, but I stripped the bolts. They are a pain to get off because the pegs are back up in here. Like, well, they moved this, but this used to be a little bit higher up, this heat shield, and the pegs were over it, and you had to or no, I don't know, they moved this, and basically you couldn't get the any tool you would try to use into there. And then there was another bolt tucked up in the middle of the exhaust, and I ended up stripping the bolts, and it was just something that I couldn't deal with, so I just said screw that and let them do it, because the bike was already there. But it looks so much cleaner. And what I can say is, I don't know if it's just in my head or if the new oil really made this much of a difference, but this bike feels so much smoother. The throttle feels smoother, it has less choppiness, and the quick shifter is way smoother. I mean, it's like butter now. It was pretty good before, but it got a little finicky sometimes, especially when the bike was cold. And when this bike's cold, it could be hard to find neutral, but at least when I first got it, but after picking it up for this service, the gear shifter worked perfect. So I don't know. Well, that's all, guys. I just wanted to put out a quick little video on my first service and what it costed, because I was curious what it would cost, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what it ended up costing now. Hey, what's up, guys? So we're gonna go ahead and analyze the receipt I got from Ducati and how much my first service costed, and I'll go ahead and put up a picture. The first service was $322.95, and they removed my passenger foot pegs and they charged me $44. The thing about your first services, it depends on, you know, what city you live in, what state you live in. You know, different dealerships can charge different amounts. I think $322, from what I've read on forums that other people have been charged, is actually pretty good. And I got my bike serviced at Mercedes Motorsports in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you live somewhere with multiple dealerships and you really want to get the best price, then you could go ahead and shop around and ask for quotes. because different dealerships might quote you different amounts. But let's see what all they did. They changed the oil in the filter, obviously. They visually checked the front fork and rear shock seals. They checked the brake and clutch fluid level. They checked the chain and the rear sprocket for wear and lubrication and stretch. They checked the movement and the tightening of the side stand. They checked all the visible hoses, which include fuel, brake and clutch, cooling, etc. And they checked the rear brake lever for play, checked tire pressure and wear. They checked the operation of the safety devices like the front and rear brake switch, engine stop switch, neutral sensor, etc. They checked the lights. And they did a final test ride. They visually checked the coolant level. And they did a light cleaning. So they did all of that. And the thing that's strange too is when I took my bike there, I had 614 miles, and the first service is at 621. And when I went to pick the bike up, it was 621 miles on the dot. Well, not necessarily on the dot, but it had 621 miles. And I'm assuming that they needed the service light to come on. So they took it up to the 621 miles, so then the service light would come on and they could disable it. But I had a good experience, and I mean, for first service, $322. It's not bad for a Ducati. I'm pretty happy. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. If you liked it or you found it helpful, then go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. My current goal is 1,000 subscribers. If I can hit that, I'll be pretty happy. We'll be in business. And if you guys own a Ducati and you've had service experiences, or if you have an opinion about how much it costed for my first service, then go ahead and leave a comment. I respond to all my comments, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you guys for checking out one of my videos.